Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this webinar brought to you by Bursa Malaysia that is titled Trading with Candlesticks. My name is Shen Chu. I'm the moderator for this session. So this session is also brought to you by Bursa Malaysia, managed by LifeChamp. So today we will also spend 2 hours here in this morning sessions to talk about candlestick patterns. Excuse me. How do we trade with candlestick patterns? How do we find buy and sell signals and also subsequently, excuse me. So how do we trade with candlestick patterns? And then subsequently, we will follow by a short demo of the Equities Trading Simulator, so we are aware of how to use it for virtual trading. All right. So we will begin this session. Yes. Good morning, everybody. All right, so as usual, disclaimer, whatever I share in this webinar is only for educational purpose. So in no way that I give any recommendation for you to buy or sell any listed securities should be mentioned here. So if you decide to make any investment decisions, you're 100% responsible for all your investment risks. All right, allow me to briefly introduce our speaker today, and she is none other than Pauline Yong. So Pauline is a licensed and experienced financial planner who is certified by the Malaysian Securities Commission's Financial Planner Representative License and Bank Negara Financial Advisor Representative License. Pauline is also a course trainer and public speaker at FPAM, which is Financial Planning Association Malaysia and Bursa Malaysia. Over 25 years in education, she has accumulated over 50,000 students and conducted over 200 large-scale corporate courses. Other than being a professional financial planner and educator, Pauline is also a best-selling author who has published 6 books on investment and financial planning. Her articles have appeared in financial magazines such as The Personal Money, Money Compass, and many more. So today we are very honored and excited to have Pauline here to share with us how do we trade based on candlesticks. All right, without further ado, let's welcome Pauline.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So today, it's a morning. Okay, instead of a night, it's a morning. So usually we always greet good evening. But today it's good morning. Okay, how is everybody in the morning? So today I'm very excited because we're going to see live actions in the Bursa Malaysia. Okay, and we are going to trade candlestick. So let me share my screen. So if you have
probably forgot to mention that Pauline, you are also a MSTA and CFTE, right?
Yeah, I am a licensed financial planner. I'm also a certified chartist. Okay, so that's my strength is in chart analysis.
Yeah. Okay. So today we are very honored to have someone who is certified in chartist to share with us how to trade candlestick.
Yes. So thank you, Shane. And then can you see my screen? Trading with candlestick. Okay. So
perfect.
Feel free to type in the chat, or if you have any friends who are interested in technical analysis, you can share the YouTube link from the live chat, or you can share this session, okay, with them. Okay. The easiest is from the YouTube link from the live chat. Okay. So here. So this is today's topic. Okay, so we are going to look at what is candlesticks. Okay, so many people, maybe for a start, I ask the audience here, how many of you know about candlesticks? Okay, if you know about candlesticks, you put a 1. Okay, if you do not know about candlestick, you put a 0. So you put a 1 for 1. You know, and then 0 is you do not know, so that I know your level, and then I can best explain that suits your level. Okay, between 0 and 1, that's very interesting. Okay, that's great. So definitely I will start from the beginner level, and then slowly then we introduce more difficult things. Okay, one but difficult to understand. Oh, okay, Tom, one you think that it's difficult to understand. Okay, so perhaps after this session, you can find it very easy to understand. Okay, so that's my objective for today, to make Tom understand the candlestick. Okay, who else? All right. Okay, so we are going to talk about candlestick first, and then candlestick is part of the technical analysis. And sometimes if you do not have other background about technical analysis, and then straight away you jump into this candlestick, so I think that will be some challenge. So you need to understand the basic stuff about technical analysis first. So the basic stuff is actually very, very simple. The whole thing about chart reading is about support and resistance. Okay, so it's about support and resistance. So if you can read a chart by straight away telling that it will tell you where is the support and where is the resistance, and then what is the big picture. So that is the big picture. Will be looking at the trend. So if you can see from one eye the macro view, the bigger trend, and then only you zoom in. Okay, zoom in, and then only you look at the candlestick, because the candlesticks usually it's for shorter term trade. But however, we can also do that for a longer term trade. So it depends on whether you are using a daily chart, hourly chart, or weekly chart, or a monthly chart. Okay, so all this we will talk about it. What are their difference? Okay, so let's start. So candlestick chart pattern, being comfortable with the uncomfortable. So as a trader, very often you will be feeling very uncomfortable when you're trading in your mind, because of the kind of stress that you are undergoing, especially when you are thinking, you are doing the opposite of what the other people are thinking. Okay, so if let's say if it's a very huge sell down, and then but however you see that as a buying opportunity, and then you saw the chart pattern is forming a reversal, and then you trade with that reversal. So usually, because everybody is so negative, but however you are, instead of sell, you long. Okay, you buy. So then you feel very uncomfortable in terms of your mental your mental state of your mind, because you feel that am I correct? You keep on guessing yourself whether this is correct or not. Okay, so therefore, trader, you just have to get used to what this state of your mind is. Okay, you have to get used to it. In the end, if it didn't turn out, you just have to cut loss. So that is the natural cause of it. Okay, so important steps in looking at a chart. Okay, before we go into the chart pattern, we look at the trend lines. Okay, we will I'll teach you some simple way of looking at the trend line. We look at the trend line, support and resistance lines. Okay, so that is the first step. Number two, you pay attention to any chart patterns that is forming. A lot of time, especially for those of you who have been trading, probably your daily routine is to browse through the charts one by one. Okay, you browse through the charts one by one. Then suddenly this chart appear to you that it has a pattern that is forming, or that is already formed, and then you saw the pattern, and then you can trade with that pattern. Okay, so the pattern is very, very important for the trader to identify the kind of trades that you want to trade. Okay, so then number three, identify the candlestick chart patterns. So the number two is a big picture, like a big chart pattern is formed. Okay, maybe through the course of 1 year or a few months. Okay, so it's a big picture. However, the candlestick pattern is more on a daily basis. It's more on a smaller scale, a micro. So if you're looking at the daily chart, then you look at the candlestick that is good for the next 3 days. Okay, so you can see how short it is. So the candlestick is usually good for 3 candles, the next 3 candles. So if it's an hourly chart, it will be good for the next 3 hours. If it's a minute chart, it will be good for the next minutes. So if it's a daily chart, it will be good for the next 3 days. If it's a monthly chart, it will be good for the next 3 weeks, months. Okay, so you look at the candlestick, and then that candlestick, okay, so it's for short term, or you can look at it as the next candlesticks, the next 3 candlesticks. Okay, so it will not be too long. Okay, because after all, the market participants will react, and then will respond, and then they will change. So within days, the pattern all change. Okay, so the sentiment all change. So number 4, look for bullish, bearish chart patterns. So when you are looking for items to trade, you have to be sure of what your position is. So meaning that are you looking for bullish trade or your bearish trade? So if let's say you are looking for a bullish breakout, then you have to browse through and then look for a bullish breakout. Okay. Okay. So first, what is a candlestick? A candlestick is, if you look at the chart later, very shortly, I will show you the chart. But before I show you the chart, I want to explain how does a candlestick function, okay? So when you look at the chart, you see that there are a lot of like a one bar, one bar, one bar in the chart, okay? Like one bar like that. And this one bar is, you can see that the color is either white or black or green or red, okay? So the white color, it's bullish, and the green color, it's also bullish, okay? So white is equivalent to green, and the black is bearish, okay? That means it's a down, negative. So black is equivalent to the red bars, okay? So so here we are looking at, when you see that you have a white color candlestick, straight away you know that it's a bullish update, okay? So how do you see the opening and the closing? So the opening, okay, so the minute you see that it is a update, positive, so you know that the opening is low here, okay? You open low and then you close high, so that means that this day is a up positive day. It's a positive day. And then the tail here, these two tails are the day low, intraday low, and the intraday high. Okay, so you open here, you go intraday low, and then you go intraday high. So then the next one is the bearish candlestick. So the bearish candlestick, straight away you look at it, it is black color, and then the open is high, close at low. Okay, so it's black, so meaning it's negative, it's red in color. And the tail here will be the intraday high. We call it shadow. You can call it tail or shadow. So it's intraday high or intraday low. Okay, so here bullish means the buyers in control, and bearish means the sellers in control. Okay, so now let's see the chart. So here I am using the tradingview.com. Okay, the tradingview.com. I'll give you this link. You can actually, later I'm going to show you how to open the account in the Bursa marketplace, Bursa Academy. There is also a practice trading platform for you to practice, whereby there is also the tradingview.com chart inside as well. Okay, so that means that you practice the tradingview.com here now. Later on, when we go into the account opening and then the login to the trading platform, then we can practice again over there. Okay. So I give you this link for the trading view first. So later you'll see that once we familiarize with this trading view, later when we go into the platform, it will be very easy. Okay. So if you have a computer, PC, you can click this link. You can open in the iPad as well, because this is a web-based, not a software. If it's a software, you need to download. Okay, so that's troublesome. But if this is a web-based, you do not need to download. You just click and then you just draw on it. Okay, so if it's an iPad, I think you can draw on with your finger. Okay, so if it's a PC, let's draw here. So here, let me cross out this one. So this chart here I'm showing you is our Bursa Malaysia stock. It's called Inari. Okay, not recommendation. Okay, I have to stress that I'm not recommending. I'm just for education purpose. Okay, so here, usually when you open up a chart, okay, the very first thing is that you want to zoom out, because you do not want to get too close to the chart. You can't see. You can't see, right? You have to go away further back, and then you try to see a big picture first. Okay, so we are going to zoom out here. Okay, zoom out, and then you want to see more, and then you can drag this price, this column here, this price. You click your mouse and then you drag down. You drag. Okay, you click your mouse and then you drag. And if you want to see the bottom here, you can actually push this graph up. You click and then you push this graph up. Okay, you can move this graph around. You click your mouse and then you can move this graph around. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can type in the chat. So still, I want to see the bottom. Still cannot see the bottom. I want to move this down a little bit so that I can see the whole thing here. I want to see the bottom here. I want to see the top here, and then I want to see where am I now. So you see, I'm looking at a 2-year chart here. Okay, of course, the best is that you can also zoom out and then look at a 5-year chart, because this trading view can allow you to see up to 1980s, 20 over years. Okay, so you can see a long time. Depends on when was the IPO for this stock. So here we are looking at this big pattern here. So let me cross out all this thing first. Okay, let's say you started with a blank chart. And then you see that all these are the candlesticks. Okay, so all these are the candlestick, and then you can zoom in and then you can see better. Oh, I can see that this candlestick is red, so means that it is down. And then the green are going up. So at one glance, you see a lot of red, all red. So that means this is a downtrend. Okay, so if let's say you see a lot of green, then it will be an uptrend. So if let's say you see a lot of green, uptrend. Okay, so that means that the buyers are in control when you see a lot of green. Okay, so now we are here. So we are in what kind of a trend, uptrend or downtrend here? Can you type in the chat? Are we in the uptrend or downtrend? Okay, yes, we are in a downtrend. Yes, so let's draw the trend line. Okay, so the trend line, I click this button here. So for those of you just now who click 0, okay, if okay, at the moment, as long as we can still connect lower low and lower high, it is still a downtrend. Okay, so for those of you who click 0 just now, who key 0, that means you need to pay close attention here. I select the trend line here. I click the trend line here. If you click this button here, you can see that you can have so many types of a trend line. So we select the first type of a trend line, click, and you see the top. Okay, so whenever you want to draw how to get this graph program, okay, I share with you this link again. Are you asking how to get this? Okay, I share with you. Just now I didn't manage to share to you. So now I share to everyone. So can you see? You click this link. Okay, click this link. Okay, so you click this link and then you will come to here. Okay. Okay, so then you click this trend line. Okay, this first one. So whenever we are drawing a downtrend line, you connect the top part here. 2 lines, 2 points is a valid trend line. Okay, as long as you can connect 2 points, then it's a valid trend line. So here we connect this. So we are actually connecting this trend line whereby I have so many points here. And then here it's, you can tilt this a little bit. Okay, so then you can touch 1, 2, 3, 4, so many lines, so many points here. So this is a very valid trend line. Okay, so that's the first thing. You draw a downtrend line. And the next thing, you pull out the 20-day and the 200-day moving average. So you go to here, indicators here. So you type MA, moving average, and we click 2 times because we want to go for that 20-day and the 200. So here I click the second button, the setting here, to change to 20. And the style here, I put red color. Okay. Then the next one, I will change to 200. The style here, I put green. 200. So then I have this green line as the long-term trend line, and the red line is the short-term trend line. Okay, so I have this 20-day and a 200-day. So it gives me what is the current position. Are we in a long-term downtrend, or we are in a short-term downtrend? Sometimes we could be in a short-term downtrend, but we could be above the 200-day moving average. We still can be above the long-term trend line. So if you are a long-term holder, you do not need to sell. But however, in this case, right, this particular stock is actually below. Okay, you see the price, is actually below this green line and the red line. So meaning that now we are looking at and the trend line is downward sloping. So now we are looking at a down trend line, okay, a downtrend. So a downtrend meaning what? Meaning that your high, the top here, you see a lower low and a lower high and a lower low. Okay, so the definition for downtrend is lower high and lower low. The definition for uptrend is higher high and higher low. Okay, that's uptrend. So now clearly we are in a downtrend. So this is step number 1, is to get the trend line and the uptrend or the downtrend, to get the hang of the trend first. Okay, we don't look at the candlestick first. Okay, we look at the big picture first. The second one, we look at the chart pattern. Okay, so then can you see any chart pattern here? Because here we only look at 1 year, right? So we can't see. We move out. Okay, now can you see any chart pattern here? Can repeat again. Okay, now step 1, we don't look at the candlestick first. We look at the major trend first. So the step 1 is to draw the trend lines, and there are 2 trend lines that I'm using here. One is a moving average trend line, which is the 20-day and the 200-day moving average, and then the other one is a 45-degree downward trend line. Okay, so this one is a slanting trend line. So I'm looking at these 2 trend lines to show me the direction of this share. Okay, so now I got the direction. It is in the downtrend, right? So you get the sense of the macro view first. So after that, you try to look for patterns, chart patterns. Okay, so here, can anybody tell me what chart pattern do you see? For those of you who know the technical analysis, okay, so can anybody tell me what is the chart pattern that you see here? Okay, is this very obvious? Okay, so downtrend, yeah, definitely it's a downtrend line because we see that it is down, right? But the pattern, chart pattern, okay, so perhaps you need to attend my another webinar on the chart pattern. I do have another webinar coming up. Okay, so the chart pattern, okay, wait now. Okay, you identify the chart pattern first. Okay, so this chart pattern, it is a head and shoulder. You can for double top, you must have 2 top. Okay, so if let's say you see that this is a top, then you can roughly say that it's a double top. But I do see that there's one more shoulder here, so that's why I look at it as a head and shoulder. Okay, because I have 1 head here, and then I have 2 shoulders here. So therefore, this is a classical head and shoulder chart pattern. Okay, so here, if let's say you do not know the chart pattern, is fine. You just look for the intermediate down dip here. The intermediate dip here is that there's 1 dip here. there's also another dip here. Okay, so you can treat this dip as the horizontal support line. Okay, so I'm going to draw a horizontal support line here. I use this as the bottom. Okay, so therefore this one is a support line. So I will use this as a neckline. So I call this as a neckline. So here you see a chart pattern. Okay, here you see a chart pattern. And then you draw a horizontal neckline across it. Okay, now once you see that, you identify that this is a chart pattern and then this is a neckline, then you have to identify whether are you below or above this neckline. Okay, so then we zoom in. So are we below or above the neckline now? Type in the chat. Okay, type in the chat. Are we below or above? Yes, we are below. Okay, so then what is your idea? So for this kind of a trade, right? If you can long or you can short, okay, what would you do? Would you want to buy now? You want to sell or you want to hold? Okay, or you want to wait and see? Okay, so so you want to sell, buy, or wait and see? Okay, Lokman say, okay, Fastly say sell, and then Lokman say wait and see. Adeline say wait and see. Okay. Draw the next support line. Okay, the next support line is interesting. You see, because this chart pattern is very, very big. Okay, the top is here. So therefore, if you were to look at the chart pattern target, is actually the height of this, and then you have to project down. Okay, how to determine the neckline? The neckline is when just now I said that there's an intermediate dip. Okay, these are the dip, these are the dip, and then this is another dip. So then you go for the lowest dip. Okay, so this one is the lowest down. So then we go for this one. So then this will be the one. And if you were to choose this one, also can, because there is also one down here. So you can choose this as a neckline as well. Okay, but however, in this case, I choose here. Nevertheless, okay, if you were to look at it here, you see, if you are looking at this below 200-day moving average, below the 20-day moving average, and then it's below the neckline, the chances of course, you may say, oh, there will be chances of going up. Yeah, of course. Okay. But however, if you to look at the chart pattern and then look at this neckline, the chances of going down is high. Okay, because you have already break below the neckline. So then even though you want to go up, okay, even though there is support for this chart, however, you will find that the resistance is very, very strong. So therefore here we talk about the support and resistance. So the support will be this top here. So these are the top. You see these are the top. So these are the major top that you saw in the past. Okay, so these two are the major top. So if you to draw a horizontal trend line, okay, you'll see that there is a major support here. Okay, so supporting this chart. So the support is here and then the resistance is here. So now what the chart need to do is to break above that level. Okay, break above this level. Then only we call it a breakout. Okay, so when there's a breakout, then only you identify the followed by a candlestick. If there's a gap up or a bullish reversal candlestick, then only that will be a good opportunity to go in. You get what I mean? So meaning that the steps are here. You identify the trend line first, the big picture, where are you, and then the major support and resistance. Then only you go for that intraday kind of a candlestick chart pattern to identify if there's any gap up. Okay, for candlestick, usually we want to see gap up or gap down. Okay. Yes, we can draw a sloping neckline as well. We can draw a sloping neckline like this, like this. Okay, we can draw like this as well. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to draw, because technical analysis is an art. Okay, it's a science and it is also an art. So you can also draw your neckline like this. Okay, and then still it's a break of the neckline here. Okay, so it's up to you. So as long as you know what you are doing, that will be fine. Okay, so then we identify if there is any gap up or gap down. So usually, okay, usually if there is a trend line break, you will see that they should be accompanied by a gap up followed by a rise in the volume here. Okay, so this is a volume here. So if you want to see whether there is any possible trade, so that will be a reversal candlestick that we are going to learn later. Okay, so then here I'm telling you the big picture of using the candlestick together with your fundamentals of your technical analysis. Okay, you cannot simply use technical candlestick as a standalone strategy. Okay, never use candlestick as a standalone strategy. Never. Okay, always remember. Always start from the basic. Okay, you get the trend line, you get the support, you get the resistance, you get the chart pattern, then only you go for that candlestick. Okay. Reversal candlestick must be followed by increased volume. Yes, increased volume, and also if possible, a gap up. Okay, if possible. Okay. I see some question here. If zoom out, we need to look at all of what is that, 1 year? More than 1 year. I'm looking at more than 1 year. You see, I'm looking at multiple years because I want to see the big picture. Okay. And another thing about this chart is that you can also select the level of candlestick that you want to see. So currently I'm looking at the daily candlesticks, okay, daily chart. So it's daily candlesticks. So I can go for 15 minutes. Okay, so this is a 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, you will have one candle. So if let's say I go for 1 minute, okay, so you will see that, okay, if it's a 1 minute, you see that each of these candlestick is actually made up of 1 minute chart. It's made up of 1 minute chart. Okay, so if we were to stay here long enough, we wait, and then 1 minute, you see that one new candlestick appear here. And then another 1 minute, then another new candlestick appear here. Okay, so meaning that the candlestick happen according to the time that you select here. Okay, 1 minute will have a 1 minute candlestick. So 15 minutes will be 15 minutes. Okay, weekly will be 1 week. Monthly will be 1 month. Okay, so here I go back to daily. You have to be familiarized with the mouse so that you can maneuver your chart here. Okay, let's go back. So once we know the objective that we want to get, okay, so usually I would like to show the outcome, what I want to show you, the objective. So once you know the objective, then when you learn the candlestick, you know why you are learning those things. Okay, so here looking at the single candlestick pattern. The very first thing, the king of the candlestick is called the Marubozu. Okay, so Marubozu, as you can see, is a Japanese word. It means the king of the candlestick. So here we have the white candlestick and the black candlestick. And do you notice that there is no shadow? or there is no tail here. There's no intraday high or low. So basically you open day low and you close at the day high. Okay, you open day low and then you close at the day high, and then there is no intraday high anymore. So that means that this day, it is a very, very bullish day because you close right at the top of the day. Okay, you close right at the top. And this day is a very negative day because you close right at the bottom of the day. The price go down, 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 down. And right at the bottom, you close right there. Okay. So the next one is the spinning tops. So don't worry about these names. You don't have to memorize the names. You just have to memorize the psychology behind each of the candle, because you look at that, if there is no tail and then it closes right at the top, it is very bullish. Okay, so you just understand the psychology. And then when there are tails, so it means that it is like any other normal day. So the price will go short up to the roof and then go down to the bottom floor, and then in the end it will close in the middle. Okay, so it's just a normal day. Okay, that means that lack of fresh leads, and then the price is moving like yo-yo. So no direction, no sense of direction. It is just drifting around, and then in the end it closes back near the original position. Okay, so whenever you see you have a tail, okay, especially if it's a long tail, and then in the end you come back to the original position, so meaning that you have no direction. Okay, so then sometimes you have a upper long shadow. Upper long shadow, you see the day high, it went all the way up, but when it comes to closing, right, it went all the way down to here. So it leaves a long shadow here. So therefore, can you tell me, okay, type in the chat, whenever you see a long shadow on top of the candlestick, is this bullish or bearish? When you see a long candlestick on top, bullish or bearish? Bearish. Yes, it's a bearish. Yeah, because the selling pressure is there. So on the contrary, so when you see that the long shadow bottom tail, it's a bullish. Okay, so it means that you have all the support. You went all the way down, and then finally you went all the way support back up there. Okay. So here, when you see that the graph, the chart is going down, 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 and finally you see that there is a candlestick here, and then with a long tail. Bullish, very good. So then this one, we call it a hammer. Yes, Janet, yes, good. It's called a reversal, bullish reversal candlestick, which is a hammer. And this kind of a chart pattern, okay, if you were to see it in a weekly or a monthly, with this kind of a long tail weekly or monthly chart candlestick, it is very, very bullish. It means that for a few months time, it is going to be uptrend. So it will be the bottom of the big reversal. Okay, so it is important when you look at the candlestick, sometimes you have to look at the weekly and the monthly chart so that you want to see if there is any major reversal or not. Okay. So this is the hammer. Okay, so whether it is white color or black color, it is a hammer. So it means bullish if it happen to see at the bottom of the chart. Okay. How about if you see this hammer on the top of the chart? Is it bullish or bearish? If you see this hammer, right? In this case, we don't call it hammer. We call it hanging man. Yes, the hangman. So when you see this hanging man, right? Is it bullish or bearish? Bearish. Yes, bearish. So especially you'll be wondering, especially for those of you who just started in the technical analysis, you'll be wondering, how come this supposed to be bullish? Because you have all the long tail at the bottom, you have all the support, right? Supposed to be bullish, but why when it go up to the top, it become like a bearish already? Okay, why? Anybody? Okay, you see, when you are already up until here. Okay, you are up until here already. And then suddenly there is a big sell down. Okay, suddenly the market seems to be like nervous for certain reason. Okay, the market is nervous. And then suddenly big sell down. And then after the big sell down, right, then the markets try to gain some control, try to support back the price back to the top there. Okay, the minute you see this kind of a huge price action, like big up and big down in the top of the chart, it is a sign of a warning. Profit taking. Yeah, Fastly, you are right. Profit taking. So it means that the smart investor, okay, the seasonal smart investor, no need high volume. Also, you can see it's formed already. Okay, the smart investor are actually selling. Okay, the smart investors are actually selling, but however, some other buyers are actually pushing it back up. Okay, so you see that the trend here, meaning that it could be smart investors are exceeding the market now. Okay, then you see that it will be down. Okay, I want to show you this chart here. So this one is Inari, right? So here, daily chart, you see that we are like this, right? Normal, right? So how about I show you weekly chart? Okay, so I show you a weekly chart and then you see, okay, so you see that there is some form of a tail there, but it's not long. Okay, how about I show you a monthly chart? Okay. Okay, what do you see here in the monthly chart? Okay, do you see the hanging man there? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, we do see a hanging man. It's a monthly chart with a hanging man monthly chart. So the next 3 months has to be down. Okay, in this case, it is down more than that. So the thing is, whenever you see a monthly chart, okay, with a hanging man, you have to be extra careful. Also another one, Hatha Lega. Last year, last 2 years, okay. Okay, Hatha Lega, this was 2020 September month. August also see another one. Okay, you see two. So when you see this is on top, because you are going down and then this is on top. So this is the top of the chart. Okay, so this is the top of the chart. So especially when you see a big hanging man, money hanging man chart in the middle of the chart. So this why I say it's big, because the price action is phenomenal. It's like 20, and then this one for the month of August, right? It's from 21 to 13, 21 to 13. And then from this September is 17 to 11. So that's a big price action. It's like 20 over percent of more than 20 over percent of a fluctuation. It's phenomenal. So it's huge. So meaning that the smart investors are trying to exit the market. So here we are looking at this situation. Okay, so 3 months, but in this case more than 3 months. Okay, so another one. This one is our S&P 500. Okay, so for the S&P 500, I do see a hanging man in the month of January. Okay, so I do see a hanging man in the month of January. So now we are in the 5th month correction. Okay. Yes, Ya Yun. Okay, Ya Yun, yes. we have to look at interchangeably sometimes when we look at the daily chart, right? So then you have to look at the weekly chart, you have to look at the money chart for the big picture. So if let's say you are the intraday, so you look at the 15-minute chart, then you also look at the 5-minute chart, and then you also look at the 4-hourly chart, and then you look at the daily chart. So you always keep changing this hourly, the time frame, okay, so that you want to see like a bigger picture, okay? So do you see that? So that is a concern here now, okay? So the hanging man, it's a very, very important reversal point or message that will send to people, okay? Okay, next. This one. Can anybody tell me what's the name of this? In the top of the chart, you see a long tail at the top of the chart. What is it? Ah, shooting star, very good. Okay, so shooting star, is it bullish or bearish? When you see it at the top, you saw a shooting star, is it? Yes, it's bearish because you see a long tail, meaning that there is a lot of selling pressure. Okay, so the price went up to the roof and then it came down, okay, profit taking. So it left a big tail there. So it could be black color or it could be white color as long, excuse me, as long as there is a long shadow on the top, okay? Here, inverted hammer. So if let's say this shooting star, right, is found not on the top, but at the bottom of the chart. So in this case, we call it the inverted hammer. Okay, so this inverted hammer will be at the bottom. And is this bullish or bearish? Okay, type in the chat. When you see this inverted hammer at the bottom of the chart, yeah, it is bullish. Okay, so it's a reversal candlestick as well. However, among all these, right, shooting star at the top, and then you have a hammer at the bottom, and then the other one is a hanging man, okay, like a hammer at the bottom and then the hanging man at the top. So all these four variation, you can see that some of these variations, some of them, they are more strength. Like straight away you see, definitely it will happen. And some of them less strength. Okay, so which one do you think have more strength, more power that it will make things realize? So I have shooting star, hanging man, inverted hammer. Okay, so I have this four variation here. Which one is more powerful? So I have shooting star here. I have a hammer. I have a hanging man. I have an inverted hammer. Inverted hammer. So I see hammer. Okay, so hammer, yes. So hammer, whenever you see a hammer at the bottom of the chart, very, very accurate. Okay, the chances of success is very, very high. And how about shooting star? Yeah, shooting star also. Okay, shooting star at the top. And how about hanging man? Yes, hanging man also. Okay, hanging man, in fact, a lot of weight recently. In the past, I see that this is, very, very, but recently, this recent years, I see that hanging man is carry a lot of weight. Okay, the stars is 3 stars, so this will be 3 stars as well. And then the shooting star, maybe 2.5. Okay, less than about 3 stars as well, 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars. So inverted hammer maybe less. Okay, so inverted hammer not so significant. Okay, next. Okay, doji. Okay, so whenever you see a doji means that there is no candle. You don't see the body of the candles. Okay, so the opening is the same as the closing. Okay, so then you see a straight line here. Okay, there is no box here. Okay, so then this is what we call a doji. So whenever you have a doji, you open here, and then you go up and down within the day, and then in the end of the day, you close right at the original position. So that means, do you have any direction? You don't have any much direction. You do not know what to do. Okay, not much of a clear direction. And sometimes it can be also a reversal, because if let's say this one is down, 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 down for so many days, and then suddenly you see a doji. So that means it could be a sign of reversal. But this sign of reversal, not so, if let's say we were to rank according to the stars, maybe I'll give 1 star. 1 star to the strength of that reversal. You get what I mean? If it's a hammer, then this one is like 3 stars of a reversal. Okay. Trading view can. Trading view give us the candles. Yeah, you see? You see, this is the trading view, right? So all these are candles. All these are candles. Okay, so definitely you can see the candles. Okay. Okay, sometimes when we combine 2 or more candlesticks, then we can also call them as a bullish or bearish reversal. Okay, here we see that there is this bullish engulfing. Bullish engulfing meaning that you have a black color bearish candlestick on the previous day. However, the next day it has a very big white candlestick engulfing the previous day black candlestick bearish day. So that is called a bullish engulfing. So can you type in the chat here, if I were to rank according to 1 star to 3 star, okay, how many star is this pattern success rate of bullish the next 3 days? 3 star? Yeah, I would think it's about 3 star also, because whenever you see a bullish engulfing, right, it is a very, very powerful chart pattern, because you see, you close here, right? The previous day you close here, and the next morning, right, you open down. However, you gather your momentum and then you went all the way back up and then you close right at the top there. So that means you completely reverse the negative of yesterday. You completely reverse it. So it's very, very bullish. Okay. So this one, okay, this one is interesting. There is a word called bullish harami. Okay, bullish harami. Okay, no need confirmation. The only confirmation, you just need to look at the volume. Okay, because the candlestick itself is a confirmation. Because after all, this confirmation, if it's within 3 days, then you do not have much days to see. Okay, so yeah, you have to see the volume. Okay, the bullish harami is that whenever you see this candlestick, a black candlestick followed by a white candlestick, a smaller candlestick in front of that black candle, this white candlestick in front of it. So then this one, we call it, if you look at it, it looks like a pregnant woman with the stomach big. Okay, so it's like a pregnant lady. So this word harami means pregnant woman. Okay, so therefore this is a bullish reversal as well. Okay, so it's a bullish reversal. So for this bullish harami, right, how many stars you can give? Yeah, I think it's about 2.5 stars also. Okay, it's strong, but not as strong as that bullish engulfing, because okay, after all, your candlestick is so small. Okay, your candlestick is small, meaning that you still have some doubt on the market. So you notice I'm looking at the psychology behind this candlesticks. Okay, so the candlestick are smaller, so you have some doubt about the market. Okay, then piercing line. So this piercing line meaning that you have a very, very bearish day, and then the next day you have a gap down, but however you manage to close above the half of the candle here. close above half of the candle. So it is bullish. Okay, so the minute you see that you can close half of the candle of the previous, it is bullish. So this is called piercing line. But don't worry about the name, okay, if you cannot remember. But you just remember the psychology. The psychology is that today's closing must be more than half of yesterday's candlestick. Okay, so in this kind, how many stars you may give for this bullish reversal or bullish trend? Okay, 1 star, maybe 1 or 2 star lah. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 star, not so powerful lah. Okay, but still, if the minute you see is more than half of it, it is bullish. Okay, yeah, 2 star. Okay, morning star. Okay, morning star, you are looking at this bearish. Okay, and then the next day it is a gap down, but then still with a small white candle, and then the next day, the third day, it is a big white candle reversing the bearish candlestick here. So then this one is called the morning star. How bullish is this? I think 3 star. Okay, because this bullish is a very, very bullish reversal. Okay, so the minute you see that this white candlestick is reversing the height, the whole bar of the previous bearish candlestick, right? It is a very, very, it totally reversed the trend. Okay, so the meaning when you see this bigger than the previous bearish one, it means that you totally reverse the bearish trend already. Okay, so it is a uptrend. Okay, good. 3 white soldiers. So meaning that 3 consecutive days, you have 3 up days. Okay, 3 consecutive days. So is it very bullish? How many stars? Okay, 1 star. Okay, Fastly, you say 3 star. Fastly says 1 star. Okay, you see, depends on which market. Okay, Malaysia market, Malaysia market, usually I see that whenever you have these 3 white soldiers, maybe the next day is a reversal already, black candlestick. True or not, if you are trading the Malaysia stocks. So in the Malaysia market, we are weaker. Okay, however, in the US market, if you see a 3 white soldier, then of course it is more bullish. So therefore, it depends on which market that you are trading. Okay, so for Malaysia, if you see 3 white soldiers, you have to be careful. That means could it be overbought, and then maybe people will start to take profit the 4th days already. Okay, do we need to consider the top and the bottom of the shadow line? The top and the bottom. For the 3 white soldiers, preferably we don't want to see too long the shadow. Preferably, okay, so I would like to see that it is a white candlestick. Basically, you can see the body of the candle is much bigger than the tail. The tail shouldn't be the actor, the main thing. Okay, the main thing should be the body of the candle. Yes, have to be accompanied by the volume. All these have to be accompanied by the volume. Yes. Okay. So now bearish. So the bearish will be the reversal. Okay. So when you see the bearish engulfing, so this one, it is a very black candlestick engulfing the previous white candlestick. So that means that it is like totally bearish. Okay. So therefore, this one, it is a very, very bearish, especially if you see that as a monthly chart. Okay. If you see as a monthly chart, you see like that, it is very, very bearish as well. Our market is not due for candlesticks, and small volume and big shareholders own most of the shares. Yeah, okay. That's partly true. Okay, so we are really very low liquid. However, okay, the candlestick also work. Okay, especially for the blue chip stocks and those stocks that are highly volume traded. So it still work because technical analysis in general work well for the high volume stock. it doesn't work. Technical analysis in general do not work well for the those low volume, because it is a low volume, right? You can't really predict so much, because it is being manipulated easily as well. Okay. Yeah, that's not most of the time. Yeah, because low volume, it is easily manipulated. If you have money, you can manipulate. So that's why if you want to rely on the technical analysis, you have to go for the bigger high volume market, either the US stocks or the major KLCI major high volume large cap stocks. Okay. Minimum volume is also depends, because I would say that maybe 500,000 share, okay, 500,000 share. Below that is considered low volume. Okay. Does the bearish candlestick need to engulf the body, or also need to engulf the tail too? Okay. Usually I will look at it as the body of this candlestick. Okay. Because the tail, right? I look at the tail as extreme, like sometimes, when you're extreme, you will overshot a little bit. Okay, so the tail may not be a good indicator. So the body will be the main thing, okay? Because after you close at the body. So in the end, it depends, okay? If the tail is too long, right, then of course you don't look at the overshot lah. But however, the tail is not too long, then you can cover the tail as well. So it depends. So I can say that technical analysis sometimes is an art, because it depends on the situation. Okay. So value. Okay, maybe you have to explain what you mean by value. Okay. Okay, so the next bearish harami is that a pregnant lady. Now, in this case, this pregnant lady, okay, you have to see that it's a bullish white candlestick in the previous, and then there is a black candlestick in the for the baby. So therefore, it is called a bearish harami. Okay. Now, this one is called dark cloud cover, whereby you see that the previous day it was still bullish. Okay, it was still okay, bullish, very good. But the next day it gapped up, right? So everything was fine, and then you traded higher, but suddenly throughout the day, right? Suddenly something went wrong, and then it went all the way down, 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 down. So when the minute you see that it is going down, right? You quickly measure the half length of this candlestick. Okay, you see whether it can support by this half length of the candlestick or not. So you go down, 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 down. But if it cannot support, right, that means gone. Okay, gone already. So the bullish trend is gone already. So then it closed below that half here, half body here. So it closed below. So therefore, this one is dark cloud cover. Being hint, yes. Sometimes I have to wait for the closing. You need to wait for the closing, then only you see the formation of the candlestick. But however, sometimes until the 4 o'clock or 4 something, right, you see that more or less the candlestick is forming already. So you can assume that the 4 something candlestick will be the closing candlestick. You can assume. Okay, so so it depends. So usually the best is that you wait until the closing. But if you want to be fast, you can around about to close, then you can determine the candlestick. Okay. Okay, this one is evening star, whereby you see that it was a bullish day, first day, bullish day, the second day. But however, on the third day, it was a down day. Okay, so then this down day, it even go lower than the previous day here. You see this closing here is lower than here. So therefore, it erased the bullish trend previously. Okay, it erased it. So it's a bearish candlestick. Okay. Half length. Okay, so you see this one is the height of the body, right? So the half is here. Okay, so if you notice, right, I don't measure the tail because the tail are the extreme. Okay, so sometimes the tail can be very tall and it may disrupt the whole formation, the whole thing. Okay, so I look at the body. Okay. Then this one is a 3 black crow. So whenever you see a 3 black crow, you may think that, oh, this one in theory, it is very, very bearish. So the next day it will be down. But actually in Bursa Malaysia, you will see that the fourth day, it become a white candle. Okay, it will be, I will not be surprised if I see that the fourth day, it become a white candle. Okay, so for those of you who have been trading, you probably will see this. Okay. But in the US market, probably it will continue to go down. Okay, but for Malaysia, then it may be a white candle. And Fastly say it could be a white Marubozu candle. Maybe on the fourth day, it become, oh, a big, large white candle. Okay, yeah. So that's why you need to understand our market. Okay, so the good thing about here is that we have been familiar with the Bursa market for so long. We have been trading for so long. For me, I've been investing in the Bursa market for more than 20 over years. So I have seen the ups and downs. I've seen the behavior. So even if you to apply technical analysis, right, you have to apply the technical analysis with a pinch of salt. Like you have to apply with your own interpretation. Okay, that's what I have to say. Okay. Yeah, I would like to look for the reversal candlestick. Yeah, especially the US market, right? Okay. So here, let's see. Okay, among these are the bullish candlesticks. So in summary, so we have an engulfing, and then we have a hammer, is the down, 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 and then you have a hammer at the bottom. You have a bullish harami. You have a piercing line and a doji. Doji means it's 50-50 and then it's looking for a reversal. So this one is bearish. These are all bearish. Bearish engulfing, shooting star. There should be a hanging man as well. And then a bearish harami, dark cloud cover, and then the doji. Okay. Okay, now quiz. Here, you look at this. After we have passed this quiz, then I will show you the chart again. Okay, then we will go for the real thing. Okay, so you have to pass this quiz first. Okay, we go for this quiz first. Okay, so which ones are bullish? Okay, so I type the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, which ones you can give me more than one answer lah. Which ones are bullish? Okay, so I see some answers there. 2 and 4. Most of you give me 2. Okay, 4 is also bullish. Okay, 2 and 4 are bullish because this one is obviously is a bullish engulfing, right? And then this one, you are in a down, 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 and then you have this hammer. So this is also bullish. Okay. And this one is because it is a doji. So it's a point of a reversal. Okay. So it is a partial bullish. Okay. Not so bullish, but the main one is still this one and this one. Okay. Very good. Yeah, 3 is uncertain. Yeah, that's right. 3 is uncertain. And this is bearish. Okay. How about this one? Which ones are bearish? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, which ones are bearish? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, okay. Yes. The arrow here means that we are in the up, and then you see this. Okay, that is what it means by arrow lah, when we are in the up and then we see this. Okay. How about this one? This one not bearish, right? This one is a bullish harami. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay, very good. So we are looking at 1, 2, 3 here. And then this one is Bullish Harami. Okay. So let's go to the chart now. Okay. So now here we are going to use the chart. However, just now you're already familiar with this chart, right? So here I want to go to this Busa Academy. Okay, I will give you this link, Busa Academy. You will have to register. If you already have an account, you can open with your login with your account. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to use this simulator. It's a Busa Equity Tracker Simulator, whereby it will simulate the actual situation in our Busa Malaysia. It will simulate the whole thing, okay, the actual situation. And then you can create a watch list. Okay, so later what we're going to do is that we will create a watch list that we put in the stocks that we want to trade. And then we start from there. Okay, so that is the objective for today. So here I give you guys the link. So if you haven't registered, okay, you follow me. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through one by one so that we can create this watch list inside the platform, and then you can start to practice how to trade. Okay, you can start to practice how to trade. So here you go to Busa Academy. Okay, so this is Busa Malaysia website, and then you click the Busa Academy. Under the Busa Academy, you see that there is this advertisement banner that pop up, Equity Trading Simulator. Prepare yourself for the real world, a risk-free virtual trading experience. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to log in and register ourselves in this virtual trading, and we want to experience how to trade, okay, using this simulator, so that it will be a key in order. You can buy, okay, you can really buy, and then you can sell. Okay, so that's very fun. Okay, so that's why we have it in the morning session. The morning session is to see the real action here. Okay, so you quickly you register. Okay, you click the practice now, and then you register here. Okay, so wait for the thing. Okay, for me, because I already logged in already, so that's why you will see this one. But for you, right, if you click the just now there's this button here, you click the practice, right, then they will prompt you register or to sign in. Okay, if you already registered before, then you just sign in. If you haven't, then you can have to register. Okay, so sorry, I cannot give the slides. Okay, the slides are Busa Malaysia slides, so we cannot give. But however, this video is recorded in the Live Champ YouTube channel, so you can always refer back to the Live Champ YouTube channel. Okay, it's recorded. Okay, so yeah, it's a live trading, no delay, no delay, no delay. So that's why I want you guys to try here. What is the link? Okay, I give you this link again. Busa Academy, Busa Marketplace. You have to go to the Busa Malaysia website or Busa Marketplace. Then you click this Busa Academy. Okay. Once you click the Busa Academy, then you see that all these are the advertisement, right? So the second advertisement is on the Equity Trading Simulator. Okay, so then you click practice now. And then once you click the practice now, it will link you to the opening register, okay, register or to sign in. So if you already registered, you can sign in. Okay, so I give you 3 minutes to do this. Okay, I'll wait for you guys. 3 minutes. Okay. So if you have any questions regarding the going into you cannot log in or whatever, you let me know. because I want everybody to log in is because we want to create a watch list. Okay, so there are 13 sectors in Busan, Malaysia. So what we're going to do is that we're going to select a few sectors, and then out of that, a few sectors, right, we are going to put in some watch lists inside that sector. Okay, so that we can monitor, and then we can look at the chart. We select the stocks is based on fundamental. Okay, so we need to based on fundamental, and then we put in the selected stocks in the watch list. Then when we want to buy and sell, we will look at the technical analysis. So in this case, we look at the candlestick. We look at the candlestick, and then we see when to buy and then when to sell. Okay. Okay. If you have logged in already, you type yes. Okay. So if you have logged in already, you type yes so that I know you have done. Okay. So if you have logged in already, you type yes. Cannot log in, it says already registered, but I can't remember. Then you click forget password. Okay, you click forget password. Okay, so maybe you click forget password. Huh? Okay. So just now we already practiced the tradingview.com, right? The charting. So inside there, they also link with the tradingview.com. So it's just that the chart will be smaller inside because of the, you know, the layout, but then you can still use that. Any more? If you have any problem with logging in, you let me know. Okay, so then we go to the here. So on default, the first page, you will see something like this. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, like that. Okay, so this one is 1 page. Okay, so when you go in, okay, when you go in, default, there will be 1, 2, 3 pages. So this 1, 2, 3 pages will be the layout. It has a different layout. But before we go into the different layout, this one we can also save our favorite layout the way we want it to be appear in front of us on a everyday. Okay, we can save it. So before we go into that one, I want to introduce these are the terms or the icons in this platform. Okay, so you can see that this platform, right, it is, if you're already trading in the stock market, right, you will find that this platform is exactly the same as your current trading platform. Okay, it will be almost the same depending on which security firm you are using. So for those of you who have not been trading, have never, right? So this is a great opportunities for you. Okay. So here we are looking at the first icon here. The first one is code. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, the code means this is the code. So meaning that under the code, right, you will click here. Okay, KLCR, you click here. So it will be, the first one is all stock. Okay, so you see that these are all the stocks according to the volume. The largest volume will come to the first one. So the first top one is Saber Dynamic. Okay, then you have all these are the top stock traded on this day. Then you go to this one. You can sort by volume or by gainers in percentage. Gainers means that on this day, okay, who are the gainers? Okay, you already logged in. Okay, Emmanuel, you already logged in. So when you log in, right, do you see a platform like this? Okay, Emmanuel, do you see a platform like this? Oh, you log in, but you didn't see a platform like this. Okay, so can you see a code here? Code, this one, the button here, code. Code. Do you see code? If you see code, you click the code. No. Okay, so let me see. Do you, okay, just now, do you come to this Busan Academy? Oh, you have 3 vertical panel. Oh, okay. Can. 3 vertical panel, meaning that you probably are looking at, okay, never mind. It's correct, okay? Even if you have a 3 vertical panel, it's correct. Like this. Okay, you have a 3 vertical panel like this. Correct? 1, 2, 3. This is a default that they give you on the first page. Okay, so you have a few pages here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first page layout is the default that they give you, this one. You can change the way you like, okay? But however, we just use this default template now, okay? We just use this default template. And let me introduce the function of this icon first. So the very first function here is the code. Okay, the code means that these are the stocks that are trading, like the top 10 in terms of the volume, top 10 in terms of the gainers, top 10 in terms of the losers. Okay, so these are the top 10. So you can see that the gainers here, and then the losers here. So if you want to see the gainers, you click the gainers, and you see that, oh, these are the top gainers of the day. So we see that here we can actually see that these are the big change. 30 cents Dutch lady, and Petron M, okay, it's 32 cents. KLK is 20 over cents. Okay, so these are the top gainers in terms of cents. And then you can also click losers. So let's see who are the losers. These are the losers. So MPI lost 46 cents. And Petronas Dagang, okay, lost 40 cents. And all this SOP 20 cents. So these are the top losers. Okay. Usually for this code screen, okay, I will look at the top volume. So I usually tend to look at the top volume because I want to know which are the top volume stocks traded. Okay, so that would give you an idea if you want to go for a short-term trade. Usually you will look for identify your target here, okay, for short-term trade, because remember technical analysis is working for volume, right? So you have to go for those top volume. But however, it will be quite risky as well, because being the top volume, you know that you will see a uprise and a big fall as well. Okay, so then the next one, later we will come back to here again. The next one, I want to show you this watch list. Okay, so watch list, you can create a watch list. So I want you to create a watch list according to the sector. Okay, so you can create a watch list with sector, banking sector. Banking and consumer sector can be one watch list. And then another one, because banking and consumer are more on the dividends, right? So, or you can construct one dividend portfolio. So dividend watch list. Okay, so which kind of stocks that you prefer to hold for now? Maybe I can ask for a survey, and then I see your preference, then I will create the kind of watch list that you like. Do you prefer dividends watch list, or you want the banking, technology? Where can I get the recording? The recording is live chat YouTube. Okay, live chat YouTube channel. Okay, industrial, so many. I have technology, I have industrial, I have dividend. Okay, so we create 3 lah. Okay, we create 3: technology, dividend, industrial. REITs, I think also can. Okay, so it depends on how much time we have. Okay, so here we create one first, dividends. Okay, dividends. So you create dividend portfolio and then you click OK. And then we create another one. The watch list, you click this love shade and then you will create another one. Create another one, technology. Okay, and then OK. Okay, we create one more. Create another one, create a watch list. Industrial. Okay, and then like this. So the dividends obviously will be financial and the consumer, these are the dividend stocks, or utilities, these are the dividend stock. Okay, so now we got that already. Okay, then this later I will, when we buy and sell, I will show you. So now we got the watch list. So now we need to add the stock into the watch list. So now the first thing here is I want to show some stocks that I want. So the first one, I will start with the KLCI component stock. Okay, I want to add stocks that are inside the KLCI component stocks because these are the blue chip stocks. So I go to, okay, you click the all stocks. You go to the KLCI, FBM KLCI. Okay, FBM KLCI. Okay, you click the FBM KLCI. So here will be the KLCI component stock, the top 30 component stock. Okay, so these are the top 30 component stock, and then we just have to identify, and then we just have to do right mouse click. Okay, if you are working in a computer PC, right, you can work with a mouse. Okay, with the mouse, and then you can do a right mouse click. So Genting, okay, Genting is a consumer. Okay, although the dividend not so good, but then however, the thing is that once you see a profit, right, then they will give dividend. Okay, so I'll put this into the dividend there. So Genting, add to the watch list. Okay, and which watch list? The dividend. Here there is a drop down button, right? So I put in the dividends. Okay, I add. So then the next one, public bank. Okay, public bank, I will add to the watch list as well. Add. Okay, Petronas gas, I'll put under industrial. Okay. Well, yeah, there is a it's also a dividends, but then it is considered under the industrial. Okay, I'll put under the industrial. Okay. Then here I put mostly the banking and the consumer lah. All right. So I already have a Genting. So Genting Malaysia, I may not want. Okay, so I choose one only. I don't want to have two like overly exposure. Mr. DIY consumer. Okay. Add to the watch list. Okay, so I would say that my dividend are strictly for consumer and banking, and then the industrial will be industrial. Okay, so if then the Maybank will be dividends, and CIMB will be dividends. Okay, and let's see, I have too many banks already. Okay, so I do not want to have too overly exposure in a certain sector. But however, if you want to add RHB bank also can. Okay, because sometimes you just add in the watch list doesn't mean that you want to buy, right? So you just observe their. Hey, what is that? Okay, RHB. There is a corporate exercise. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Okay, Nestle, add to the watch list. Okay. And if you can see, you can actually move this to the next page. But I think that's it. Okay. The alert, it says fail to add to the watch list. Ah, I see. But anyway, I don't think there is a limit amount of number of watch lists. Even if I were to add continue, it should be okay. Let's try again, RHB. Click on the stock news to check out the corporate. Please consult. So it says that there is an error, but never mind, I don't add that one already. Okay. So now the next one I want to add into my industrial. So industrial will be the, but if let's say the PCAM, okay, we can add to the industrial. So I put it under the industrial. Sorry, that is technology. Industrial. Okay, add. Industrial is also very good because of the economic recovery. And I see that some of the industrial stocks, right, their dividends is also paying very well. So that, and also very, very few people actually consider the industrial sector. So it is like, you know, people may have omitted, people focus so much on the banking, but they omitted the industrial, okay? Okay, industrial. Then this one, add to the industrial, PET, PET, Petronas DAG, okay? And the Petronas gas, this major ones, industrial. Okay. Sometimes, if you cannot find more here, you can actually type the name that you want. Okay. Any other industrial that you, Tenaga is utilities. If you want to add the utilities, maybe we can add the Tenaga into the dividends there. Okay. So the Tenaga we add into the dividends there. Okay, the dividends. Okay, add. Okay. The display show failed. Okay, let me check. Watch list. Dividends. Oh, there is no dividend here. Let's see. Okay, Maybank. Okay, let's see. Okay, public bank. Okay, add to watch list. Add. Don't know why cannot add to the watch list. I get 30. Okay, Philip, you get 30 means what? Okay, I do not know why I cannot add to the watch list, but okay, never mind. Okay. So okay, we move on. Okay, we move on and then we look at the template here. Okay, so this layout. So this layout is something that we want to be familiar. If let's say you are monitoring a few stocks and then on a daily basis, and then you want a certain layout, so then you can save this template. Okay. Oh, really? Kevin, your dividend watch list is okay. Okay. So if let's say your dividend watch list is okay, then you continue. Okay. So I just continue from here. So I'll continue because if you guys are working, only me is not working, then we continue. Okay. So I will assume that everybody is working. All right. So just now, it was the industrial. There is actually one others industrial like Hong Industry. Hong Leong Industry, okay. So you click the Hong Leong Industry, HLIND, Hong Leong Industry, and then you go to the right mouse click, okay, and then you click Industrial. and then you add. Okay, so although mine cannot, but then yours supposed to be okay. Okay, so then we got this industrial. So we have a few stocks in the industrial now. If let's say you are more to the renewable energy, solar energy, you can add 1 or 2 solar renewable energy stock there. So maybe you can add SolarVest or the SciPark. Okay, so you can add these two into the industrial as well, SolarVest and SciPark. So these are the smaller cap. So meaning that when you are monitoring a watch list, right, it will be a combination of large cap and some small cap as well. Okay, Samadan, if you personally, I don't follow Samadan so much. I follow SolarVest and SciPark. Okay, so you will have your own preference. Okay. Philip also say that you can add the watch list. So I don't know why I cannot add my watch list. Okay. Okay, so if you can add the watch list, you continue to add the watch list. Okay. So my point here is that whenever you are constructing a watch list, it will be good that you combine large cap together with the small cap, because large cap they provide some stability in the share price. However, the small cap, right, it provide that kind of a potential growth of the price appreciation. Okay, because the small cap, you can see that sometimes when the up market suddenly up, right, the small cap up a lot, because as large cap, there is a certain level of up that they can go to. But then for the small cap, they can go higher, much higher. Okay, so then the next one is the technology stock. So technology stock, in the top 30 component, we only have Inari. So we can put Inari inside the technology stock. Okay, so we click add and then technology. Okay, you add. Add stock symbol alternative. Add in the view watch list. Okay, view watch list. And then, yeah, just now I try here, but then it didn't work. You see, when I type, right, it didn't work. It didn't pop up. Oh, I add here, is it? Okay. Oh, I see. So that means I'm added already, is it? Casey. Okay, thank you, Casey. So I added here already. Okay, so I can continue. Hong Leong Industry. Okay, I added. But it says fail to add to the watch list. Okay. Okay, I go again. I choose the technology. Okay. So here technology, Inari, add. And then what other technology stock that you like? In terms of the technology, right? Personally, I prefer the equipment, because equipment stocks, they are less vulnerable to the chips cyclical nature, because semiconductors are very cyclical in nature. So actually, Inari is considered semiconductor, but then they also have some equipment, test and burn. So they have a wide variety of services. So then I put Inari here, and Greatech equipment as well, and Vitrox equipment as well, and Penta Master equipment as well. Okay, and some others, Emulus also, smaller cap, and what else? Tufu. Tufu, I'm not sure whether they are Dufu, are they equipment as well? Okay. D&O, yeah. Okay, so Dufu.
I think Dufu should be industrial products.
Oh, okay. So yeah, sometimes the industrial and the technology, there is a gray area there. But as long as we know that they are what they are producing, that's the most important. Okay. Then the D&O will be the car lamp. D&O. Okay. So we have quite a few already. MPI. Oh, FPI or FPI or MPI. Okay, MPI. Okay. Anything else? Okay, front can, MyEG, these are also considered technology stock. Okay, MyEG and front can. QES. Okay, so we have some big cap, some small cap. Usually it's mid cap and small cap lah. Okay, so because this technology stock is not so big cap. Okay, so yeah, so we have a great list over here, and they have been down for 4 months already, right? This is the 4th month or the 5th month that they are down. Okay, they down together with the US. So actually, if you look at it, if you know what they are doing, for example, those equipment one, they are still okay because as long as the product that they're producing is not too generic. The more generic one like semiconductor, the OSAT, those are the ones that I'm a bit concerned because of the oversupply, from shortage to oversupply issue. Okay, so it's a very cyclical nature. And the others like equipment type, maybe they are less vulnerable. Okay, although now the technology sector is in a bad shape, but however, still we are looking at 5 years or 10 years down the road, whereby technology is still the main driver of the global economy. Technology in terms of the consumers, okay, because consumers also buy those consumer technology goods. Okay. Yeah, so here we are looking at, so let's say you have this watch list. So let's say you want to create a page with all the watch list. So maybe I can close all this. I will close all this. I cross out, I close, and then I close this. I close, just now I have 3 vertical panel, right? So I just close all the 3 vertical panel, and then I leave my watch list there. Okay, I try to create my own panel that I want to see. So maybe on a daily basis, the very first thing that I want to see is that I want to see, I want to see all my 3 or 4 watch lists on my screen. Okay, so then you can click another watch list, dividend watch list. Okay, so this will be your dividend watch list, and then another one will be your industrial watch list. And you can see that, okay, I am trying to build this. Okay. So you can pull this, you can drag, you can pull, and then such that it will according to your liking. Okay, yeah, here. So you can pull this until the middle. Okay, so mine is a bit not in the middle, but so you can pull until it is in the middle. Then only you save this template. Okay, remember you have to save the template later. Okay, I'm trying to pull this down. Okay, so here maybe we can, because the time constraint, I will not add the thing there, but then just now you saw how I add them, right? So you know. Okay, so then how to save? Okay, you go to, so now we are on the first layout here, the first template layout. So we this is what we want. Okay, if let's say you want to add one more thing, let's say you want to add one the market. Okay, let's say the market. Yeah, the market summary. You want to add one more market summary. You can add one more market summary here, whereby you want to see what is the overall sentiment of the market. Okay, yeah, like this. So then you have the summary of the market here. You know what is happening, and then you have all your watch list. Then the last one is to save it. The save button is this button, like a floppy disk. I think some of the younger generation, they have not seen a floppy disk before. So the older generation will know what is a floppy disk. Okay, so this is like a floppy disk like that. Okay, so you click this save button. Save. Fail to save. I think something wrong with my but anyway, you should be able to save it. Okay, so you save it. You should be able to save it. Okay, so you just click the save button. Okay, so this part here, okay or not? This part here. Okay, so then the next one is that we want to trade. Okay, so here, let's say we are looking at the technology stock. Okay, but the technology stock, see whether there is any point of reversal or not. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the daily chart first. Okay, gray tag. So this is today, gray tag. The line, this one is my trend line. Okay, I have drawn the trend line before this class. I have drawn the trend line, downtrend line. This is my 200-day and then my 20-day moving average. So at the moment, I'm still below this trend line. So no breakout. So cannot trade. This one cannot trade. So you have to one by one, you have to screen one by one. Front can, see whether front can trade or not. Okay. So front can is also in within the downtrend channel, downtrend line here. Okay, it is still in a downtrend line. Still, there is still no breakout yet. Also cannot trade. So I think technology stock, I don't think we can trade. Okay, let's see this. This one is still down. Okay, so still cannot. Okay, let's see what is. How about what are the stock that is having a breakout? What else? Commodities. Okay, let's see commodities. Which commodities are? P metal. Also cannot, because if you look at it here, that means it's still in a downtrend. Also cannot. So actually, not many trading idea here. Okay, let's say we want to go for long-term investment. Okay, since trading today is not so easy to find. Okay, plantation. Also cannot, because you see, you are still, because usually when you want to go for short-term trade, breakout trade is easier to find. Okay, breakout trade. If you want to trade for those retracement, like a Fibonacci retracement, that this one is a potential Fibonacci retracement, but however there is a risk, so that means you need to have a cut loss point. Okay, so for those of you who know about Fibonacci, you will know that there is a retracement around 618 here. So now it's slightly below that 618. So there is a possible reversal here, but however, you have to put a stop loss there. So usually I I prefer to trade the breakout rather than the Fibonacci. So it depends, okay? So let's go for a long-term trade, okay? A long-term trade, okay? Long-term investment. Long-term investment, go for dividends, okay? How about sun REITs? Okay. So this one is sun REITs, whereby we saw a long downtrend line. Okay, so this one is a long downtrend line for quite some time. So recently, there is a breakout over there. And then with this breakout, it break above that 200-day and the 20-day moving average. So this is for education purpose, not for recommendation. So here, let's say that this one is a breakout already. And then the price is hovering here. And support and resistance, we are looking at the next resistance is this high here. And the support is looking at this level, this trend line. Okay, at least this 200-day moving average. So this is the support here. And the resistance is here. So if you are looking for long-term, like dividends kind of, you know, keep it there for long-term. So this could be a potential, okay? So let's trade this one, sun REIT. Okay, so then how do you buy? Okay, let's say you have one portfolio with sun REITs here. Okay, so I put dividend here, put sun REITs. Okay, so let's say it is already in your watch list. So the next thing you need to do is to click the right mouse click the buy. Okay, click the buy button. Click the buy button, and then you see that there is a bid and the ask, and the buy quantity and the sell quantity, right? So then this bid and ask, bid will be the buy price, and then the ask will be the sell price. So if you want to buy at what price? So you look at the last done. The last done is 1.48. So if you want to buy at 1.48, you have to queue in the line. Okay, 1.48, and then you have so many people queuing for this 1.48 price. However, if you want to buy direct, okay, if you straight away, I don't want to queue already, 1 cent difference, I don't want to wait. Not 1 cent, it's 2 cents different. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's 1 cent different. Okay, so if it's only 1 cent different, you say, anyway, it's only 1 cent. I don't want to queue in the line. So I want to buy direct. So then you click, okay, 1.49. So then what you do is that, okay, for today's purpose, we are just using the direct lah. Okay, so we put a limit price 1.49. Okay, and then we buy how many shares? 100 shares. Okay, 100 shares. Oh, sorry, this one is one lot is 100 shares. So this one cannot be so much lah. I just buy 10 lots, which is 1,000 shares. So 1,000 share is 1,490 ringgit. Okay. So I click buy. Okay, click buy. They will confirm. Do you want to buy what? Limit order 1.9, and then 1,000 share. Total value is 1,490. Confirm? Yes, confirm. Then you click OK. So once you click OK, right, then you quickly go to the order book, order status. Okay. So you see, okay, because I think something wrong with my platform today. But however, if you to click that buy button, you should be able to see that your order book you should see. Okay, you should be able to see. Okay, because here it was like there is a failed, but actually if I were to buy at 1.49, because there is sellers selling at 1.49. If I were to buy at 1.49 by right, I should be able to get it. Okay, so but because of this order, problem. So in fact, you should be able to get it. So then it will be inside the order, okay? And then once you got it, then you click your portfolio, equity portfolio, and then you should be able to see that inside your equity portfolio. Okay, so if let's say you want to have another template that show your equity portfolio and everything, then you will have to put another page. Okay. Oh, okay. No reset of the password. Yeah, maybe you need to re-register using another email address. Okay, so that is another option. You register using another brand new email address and then see how. Okay, so yeah, Mabel. Okay, so any questions on this platform?
I think you have addressed many questions along the way. Along the way, you have addressed a lot of questions already. I see that.
Yeah, definitely. I have addressed all the questions already. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So hope that today all of you here have gained an overview on how you can use Equity Trading Simulator to do virtual trading. So every account will come with 100,000 virtual cash for you to make virtual trading. So you don't have to risk your hard-earned money to do real-life trading, but you can gain more experience by doing virtual trading, familiar with the platform. And then, of course, when it comes to real trading, then of course you will be able to ace it, right? So this trading platform is hosted on Bursa Academy and powered by End-to-End Connect. And there are a lot of brokers here in Malaysia that are using end-to-end platform. So if you're using, if your broker provide you a platform that is powered by end-to-end, it should be a similar interface. Okay. So if you lose all the virtual money, I see Kevin asked, right? Yeah, you can actually email to Bursa to reset the virtual cash for you, or you just create a new account. Okay, create a new user account, and then you'll come with a fresh 100,000. So that is the trick for easy replenishment of your virtual cash. All right. So I think today we have learned a great deal from Pauline about how do we trade using Candlestick. Of course, we also learned a fair bit about technical analysis from Pauline. But rest assured, we still have more sessions with Pauline. If you want to know more about technical analysis or fundamental analysis, stay tuned for our webinars brought to you by Bursa Malaysia and managed by LiveChamp. So let me share with you. Let me share my screen here. So we have come to the end of this session, trading with Candlestick. Thank you so much, Pauline.
Thank you.
All right. So for our next webinar, it is happening on this Friday that is titled Kaedah Membuat Ramalan dan Sasaran di Pasaran. So today we have learned about trading with candlestick patterns. So on this Friday evening, we're going to do how do we use technical analysis to do forecasts, to do profit taking level, where to set your profit taking, where to put your stop loss. And we can do this on a technical analysis chart pattern as well. So on this Friday, we're going to delve deeper into how do we do forecasting and profit taking levels. All right. So as the title suggests, it is going to be conducted in BM. All right. Happening on 20th of May. I've given you the registration link. Okay. So you may register yourself. And yeah, the session is also marketed on Bursa Academy platform. So Bursa Academy is a place for you to gain a lot of investing knowledge. So there are investing quizzes, coursework. Just head over to www.bursaacademy.bursamarketplace.com to get all these resources, free resources made available to you. All right. So with that, thank you so much, Pauline, for joining us in this session to talk about trading with candlesticks. Hope all of you here gain enormous value from this session. So hope to see you in our next webinar. All right. This is Shen Chu signing off. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great rest of the day.